Hello friends, welcome to BISP trainings. In my last video, I have showed you how to set up a database and how to prepare a table in models file and migrate it and how to upload the CSV. Now in this video session, I am going to show you how to save the CSV file into a folder, then extract the data and perform some cleaning and massaging with the help of pandas and numpy, and then save the data inside a table. That means importing a CSV. I will show you all the steps and then I will upload a CSV and save it inside a database table. Let's see the process. First of all, we will upload a CSV file. Then we will extract the data of that CSV in the form of data frame, then perform some cleaning and massaging technique, and then save the CSV file with same name. Now the file is cleaned and massaged. Then import that updated CSV inside the database table. See, these are the steps. First, CSV upload. Second, extracting data from CSV in the form of data frame. Filtering, cleaning, massaging the data. Save the CSV with the same name and then import the data into database table. But one precaution that you need to take is table attributes, and that is a sequence of table attribute and CSV sequence must be the same. The CSV headers and the table attributes, they must be in same sequence. Let's do some practical work. Let me show you how it works. Say this is my lead application, lead analytics application that I have created a project. I will show you once again what is the procedure from beginning to end. See, this is the settings file. This is my project folder. Project folder. Inside that, lead analytics application is my project. Inside that, here is the setting file. First of all, I have registered my app, that is the Leads app. Here is the Leads app. I have registered my app here. After that, I have configured the database of MySQL. I am using here MySQL and Lead Analytics DB. That is the database name here, Lead Analytics DB. Here, Lead Analytics DB. Inside that, I have created this app, Leads app, Leads data. Leads app is the app name and Leads data is my table name. For example, let me show you the models file. First of all, what we will do, we will go to models file. Then we will create a Leads data table name. All these are the attribute name. And as I said earlier also, the sequence of this and the sequence of attributes must be the same. In CSV, you will get limited columns. For example, see this: date, country, technology, location, name, email, source, contact number, lead and status, right? Date, country, technology, location, name, email, source, contact, lead and status. After this, you can see here year, month number, month, week number, date number and quarter. These attributes we will create, we will extract all these things with the help of pandas and numpy from that CSV data. How it will be done, I will show you. After that, with the help of make migrations and migrate command, I have created this table. See, now right now it's empty. There is nothing here. Let me show you the structure also. See, this is the structure, quarter number, and what is this quarter number? I will show you. Now let's go here. After that, this is the inside the templates leads app folder, CSV upload HTML file. Here is the HTML file. Here I have attached some bootstrap JS file. One more thing I would like to show you. This is not a good practice of directly connecting HTTPS and all these JS files. You need to download those JS files and put it inside this static folder like this. Here, CSS and JS inside this. And then connect these files, because this is not a good practice to connect directly. After that, what you need to do after saving the files inside these folders, you need to write this load static. After that, link, and this static leads app CSS bootstrap.min.css. Same thing, bootstrap.min.css. In this way, we will connect, or we have to connect all the files, right? So this is just an example. After that, see, in the form, inside the form, we have taken a input file, and the name is CSV file, button submit. Now this is the form. One more thing I would like to show, this is the URL file inside this project folder, and one URL file is your app URL file. See, upload CSV file. Upload CSV is the function name in views. Now let's start from here. Upload CSV request. If request method is equal to post, that means at the first time, if there is if the method is not post, it will directly upload this CSV upload HTML. This initially the submit button is not pressed, that means it is get. Now what I will do here, I will take this file in my on my desktop. It is leads CSV, where it is, yes, leads CSV. I will take this, right, and then I will press submit button. I have shown you the database is empty right now. See, okay. Now I will press submit button. Now let's see. Here the data is saved. Look at this. But the CSV file that you are provided, that is up to this contact and leads and status. How these things comes here? See, year 2020 extracted from here. One is the month number, month name, week number. Week number, there are three uh, weeks, sorry, 52 weeks in a year. There are 52 weeks in a year. So all these week numbers are here. You can see here, week numbers. After that, the date number is the date itself. If it is 2, then here it is 2. Then quarter means there are 4 quarters here in a year. So uh, the quarter number is also written. But the question is, why do we need all these things? Let me show you this. In a graph, whenever you want to show data month wise, then where does this January, February, March, April, May comes from? So it comes from here, January, February. That is why we need to do massaging. This comes with this process is called massaging, extracting the data from the given data. Another is sub week number. Why do we need these week numbers? Because whenever, see, quarter number, whenever the data, you can be asked anything that show the data in the quarter wise form or show the data month wise. So that is why we have extracted all the possible things: year, month number, month, week number, date number, and quarter. All these things, once it is extracted, we have inserted. Now let me show you the code. See, CSV upload file. From here, the file, when submit button is pressed, now it will go inside this if condition. If the request method is post, that means submit button is pressed. Now my file equal to CSV file. CSV file is the name of that file. Okay. This is file system storage. A file system storage class implements basic file storage on a local system. So after that, file name. Here is the file name, fs.save my file.name into my file. And it will be saved in the media. Why it will be saved in the media folder? Let me show you the media folder also. Here is the media folder. See, this leads underscore CSV is saved here because I have done the settings. In the settings file, you will see at the end, this is media, base dir media. So inside media, it will save the data, file. After that, variable. Now once the file is saved, now cleaning massaging process begins here. Now we will see step one by one. Variable read CSV data frame. DF means data frame. First of all, pd.read.csv, inside the media folder, it will go and underscore csv.csv file, right? It comes in the form of data frame. Another step is drop na how all. That means it will remove all the blank cells inside that CSV. So it is the responsibility of that person who is uploading the CSV file to check if there is any blank cell, because it will remove those blank cells. That means there will be a variation in the result or in the chart. So that is why it should be taken care that there should be no blank cells inside that CSV while uploading, right? Another thing, year. We need year also. So the year comes from this pd.datetime index variable read CSV data frame date year. That means extract the year from the date, because in every CSV you will get the date only. Nobody will provide you year, month and quarter. So this is called the massaging process. Another is month number. Month number means 1 to 12, right? So month number PD date time index variable read CSV df, and another is month, but it will give you only number. It will not provide you January, February. So how do we get that? It will come later. I will show you later. Another, again, month number, month, right? Then week number. Week number we need number only. So PD dot date time index extract week, date number extract day, right? Then quarter, extract the quarter number also. Now I will show you what is the output of this. Print variable underscore read CSV df. See, let me first again clear this, delete, and I will clear the database also. Delete from, right? Yes. Now again I will choose this file, leads the CSV, and then press submit button. Now see here, you will see, yes, here, see, month number and month both are same right now. They both are getting this month number. We need month number only, but here we have to convert January, February. So how we will do that? I will show you here. We have taken a lookup array. It's a dictionary. One is associated with January, two is associated with February. In this way 12 months, right? Then variable read CSV df data frame month. Now a new category is created here. A new column is created inside that data frame. Variable read CSV df apply lambda lookup to x. So in this way it will convert all the January, all the 1 into January, 2 into February. Wherever it will see 1, it will replace it with. So in this way we will get the January, February, March, April, right? After that upload CSV, updated CSV. We receive updated CSV. Inside this, again this command is executed here. After that updated CSV to CSV, we have inserted mode right indexing false. Indexing false because by default it add one more column 0 to up to end. It provides indexing by default. So we have to do this index false, right? After that the CSV is saved with the same name. Now I am going to show you this. Look at this. This is the updated CSV, updated Excel sheet. See, we have extracted everything, whatever is required. Now let's come here. Now the CSV is updated and again it is saved in the same name. Now the process of database saving, importing the CSV, or we can say importing the CSV, or importing the CSV. Now see here, MyDB, MySQL DB connect localhost root, password is blank, DB equal to data lead analytics underscore DB. We have to connect a connection. We have to set a connection. This is cursor, MyDB cursor. First line equal to true. What is this? I will show you later. See, reader. Reader is CSV and CSV.reader file. File means this. leads underscore CSV in the read mode. After that, for row in reader, for row, every row, if first line, if it is found, if the first line equal to true, then it will make it false and continue. That means again it will go here. Now why I have written this, let me show you. This, yes. See, there is the first line is data, country, technology, location, but we don't want to save this first row inside the database. We want to save only from the second row. That is why we have written here first line equal to true. That means first time this loop, for loop, will not be executed. In simple words, first time this first loop will not be executed. First row will not be executed. After that, continue. Again, it will go cursor.execute. This is the command when we insert data into MySQL table. Insert into leads app. Leads app is the app name. Leads data is the table name. And this is the sequence: date, country, technology, location, all this. And this is the value, dollar, percentages, comma. This is the row. Row means it will take a row from that CSV file and insert them in the same sequence. That is why in my PPT I have already mentioned that table attribute sequence and CSV sequence must be the same. That is why this thing to be taken care. After that, mydb commit cursor close the connection of the database. So in this way, this is the procedure of uploading the CSV and then perform some data science actions on it, cleaning and massaging, and then save it into the database. Once again, have a quick recap. Here, first of all, you have done some settings here. Then in the URL file, you have done some settings, with the help of include leads app URLs. In models.py, you have written the table details. Then in the view, you have written this. So this is all about database, importing the CSV inside the database. And why this CSV is imported into database, it is necessary. Why? Because each and every time you extract the CSV data and then again perform some actions, that is time consuming. So this is the best procedure to save the data into a table. So this is all about cleaning and massaging. In our next video, we will do some chart, how to render a chart. In my next video, we will do extracting the data from the database table and render a chart in Chart.js. So guys, I hope this video will help you a lot, and thanks for watching the video. Thanks.